Hey, what's up guys, it's bluesfpl and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video on my channel. Today we'll be going over my GW22 preview with some match reactions, the GW22 best team, and some captain picks. If you're new to this channel and enjoy all the videos, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. It may be a month or so. Yeah, I mean, if you guys enjoy the videos, I would really appreciate it. Please also leave a like, and if you have any questions about your team, about any transfers, even just football in general, please comment down below. So my score this week was 60 points with the average being 48. It's okay. Again, it could have been better. My rank went up by I think 800, but again, just as last week, my rank could have been a lot better. Now let's take a look at my team. I have Areola. I started him. I thought Fulham had a decent chance of keeping a clean sheet against West Brom. They kept a clean sheet against Brighton, clean sheet against Southampton. They only conceded 1 to Chelsea. They put a pretty tough fight against United. I just thought they had a better chance, but of course Martinez got 10 points. Southampton really should have scored in this game. They did score. It was ruled offsides by an inch or so. Personally, I would have given that as a goal. Southampton had a lot of chances to score. They missed really big ones, especially right in front of the net. So on another day, Aston Villa concedes, Martinez doesn't make those saves, and it doesn't look too bad on my bench, but unfortunately this week a lot of people started him. So now I have Kufal. He got 1 point. Originally I started Stones, however he didn't play. Also Cancelo owners, he didn't play as well. That's the main reason why I didn't go for Cancelo and Stones. I went for Diaz and Stones. Number one, I couldn't afford Cancelo if I wanted to, and before, when I got Diaz, he's just not rotation risk, and there's games that Cancelo won't play, and there's games that Stones won't play. And Diaz is a 100% pick. I'm pretty sure almost every single game he's going to start. So I went with Diaz just for the security. And if you had Stones and Cancelo this week, it really sucked, unless you had good players on your bench. So Kufal came in for me, 1 point. West Ham, they were okay against Liverpool. Really, I thought that they'd be better. Liverpool have been weak lately, except the Spurs game. But in hindsight, I would have put Dallas in my second slot. I would have got 6 more points out of that. So in total, I lost out on 10 points and 7 points to 2, so that's 15 points on my bench. Also, I sold Wilson. I got Calvert-Lewin this week. I really thought Everton were going to do something against Newcastle. Newcastle have been really struggling lately. Wilson hasn't scored in a while. Calvert-Lewin hasn't scored also, but the injured players did come back. Digne's back, James is back, Richarlison's back. So I thought Everton would do well. Unlucky. I mean, I transferred out Wilson. He got, 13 points. Calvert-Lewin got 2. So another minus 11 loss. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it. At least I started Bamford. Justin got 1 point. Yeah, I thought he would have done better. Leeds have been struggling lately, but I just started Bamford. I was going to get Son originally for Souček and play Son, but Son only got 2 points, I think. So it was the better move to get Calvert-Lewin, so then I started Bamford, and I didn't play the 2-striker formation. Fernandes blinks again. What is this, the 5th blank in a row? Yeah, the 5th blank in a row. I mean, he doesn't look that active. I think he's tired. He plays every single game. They should probably rotate. Van der Beek is available, so Van der Beek should probably be starting some games, especially the easier games. Hopefully Fernandes comes back on form. Jack Grealish, he got an assist. Yeah, he's amazing. Jack Grealish is always amazing. Creates so many chances for his teammates. Most of the time they don't put him away, but when they do, the goods come good. Then Salah got 15 points. Now I vice captained him. I wasn't even gonna captain him. He hasn't scored in a while, just like Fernandes. Look at all his blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks. And then of course he scores 2 goals. In the Tottenham game he did score a goal, but it was rolled back because of a handball by I think Firmino. But I think Salah's back. Officially, I think Salah's back, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Gundogan, he wasn't as involved as the West Brom game. Sheffield did play with a low block, so that probably lowered their chances of scoring. However, Man City almost got a penalty. It was a little bit questionable call, and Gundogan was still on the field, so on another day, they get a penalty, Gundogan scores, and no one complains, but unlucky there. Now, Antonio, just like I said with West Ham, I don't know. Liverpool just played so much better than them, and I think Liverpool in general is just back. As soon as Salah's back, Liverpool's back. Now, on my bench, of course, I talked about I didn't start Martinez, which was a mistake. Areola, probably, I don't know. I mean, I thought that Fulham were going to keep a clean sheet, but they didn't, so. And then Dallas, if I started him in the second slot instead of Kufal, I would have got 6 more points. Alright, so let's move on to the Game Week 22 best team. Now, here are the players that I think you guys should probably get in that have the best fixture in Game Week 22 and maybe a little bit later. So David De Gea, of course. United are playing pretty well. I'm surprised they're keeping clean sheets. They probably should be conceding, but they're playing Southampton. Southampton are really struggling right now. I think they got 3 injuries. Romeu, Diallo, and I think Walcott got injured. So yeah, I think Southampton, I mean, they could score against United. They could surprise, but Southampton are really struggling right now. Leno, Arsenal are playing Wolves. Wolves, again, another struggling side. They had a scoreless draw with Chelsea. I don't know about the other game this week, but yeah, Wolves are really struggling. Arsenal are actually pretty good in the back. Recently, they've been keeping some clean sheets. Now, Dallas, surprisingly, he scores. His fixture against Everton, I mean, I don't know. Everton could easily score and probably will score. But I just kept him in here just because he's so attacking and you never know when he's going to score. Now, Justin, he does play Fulham. The last game, Leicester didn't play that great. However, he's so attacking, so you never know when he's going to get an assist. Fulham do look weak defensively, I have to say. If you concede 2 goals to West Brom, you should probably not get clean sheets most of the time. So if Leicester do attack properly, I think James Justin can easily get an assist in this game. Now, Marcos Alonso. Marcos Alonso is controversial because he does play Tottenham, but Tottenham don't have Harry Kane. And this game week, Tottenham played really bad. They played against Brighton, which can be a tricky team, but Tottenham didn't even look attacking at all. Brighton completely held them off, and it seems like the system just doesn't work without Kane. I think that Tottenham will probably go for a 0-0, probably just going to sit back. And Marcos Alonso, if Chelsea do play with a 3 at the back system, I know it's a risk, but if they do, and Marcos Alonso starts, he can easily get an attacking return. He showed that first start in, I believe, 4 months, and he gets a goal straight away. He got like 2 chances all game. He got a header. I think they'll find him a lot more now. He's one of the best left wing backs in the world, in my opinion, so I can easily see him doing well against Tottenham. And then after that, Chelsea do have a decent run of games. Sheffield, Newcastle, and even Southampton. So I think Marcos Alonso could be a good player to bring in. Now with Diaz, of course, Man City are just playing really good. They play Burnley. I expect a clean sheet there. After that, it gets a little bit tougher, but you know what? The way that Man City are playing, and Diaz is just nailed, I can see them keeping clean sheets in all these games, to be honest. Of course, they're going to concede at some point, but for now, Man City look like a brick wall. I mean, they're just so good. So I think you definitely need a Man City player in your team. Now with Trent, he does actually look back to his own self. They play Brighton. Brighton do play attacking, but if Trent goes up, he could easily get an assist or a goal. And Liverpool do have an easier run of games after this. And if Salah's back on form, you never know. Trent could easily get an assist. Now Saka is injured. He did miss the last game, but if he's back, I think he's Arsenal's best player. They did get Odegaard, I think, from Real Madrid on loan. We'll see how that implements into the system. But Saka is really a right midfielder, right winger. If he plays on the game against Wolves, he can easily score. Now Salah, like I just said, he looks to be on form. He just scored 2 goals. He got a goal before that, but it was ruled off. His price just went up today. I think you have to have him in your team. You have to figure out some way to get him back, because if he goes on form, so many people own him, your rank is just going to tank. So, especially against Brighton, and like I talked about, their fixtures do get a little bit easier. Now, Gundogan, yes, I talked about that. He almost got a penalty. He would have got more goals, but he does play Burnley, and you never know. I think this is a better pick than like a Sterling. Even a Jesus, he did score, just because he's so cheap, so he allows you so much more budget than other players. Now with Hudson-Odoi, another Chelsea asset. Hudson-Odoi, I believe right now is probably Chelsea's best player. This right wing back role for him, he's attacking so much, and if Tottenham are just going to sit back, I think Hudson-Odoi could really get some attacking returns. He got very unlucky, hit the post, and he still got an assist. So yeah, I think Hudson-Odoi is somebody to keep an eye on. Now we go to Harvey Barnes, another return. He just looks great. I doubted this guy because at the beginning of the season, he got so many attacking chances and just kept missing and missing and missing. It seems like he improved on that, and now he's on form. Every single game except that Newcastle game, he's consistently been just great. Assists and goals. I think he's a great player at his price. Now with Wilson, this pick may surprise you. I did sell Wilson this week, but you know, he plays Crystal Palace, who are leaky. They concede a lot of goals. And if Newcastle really want to score, I think Wilson has to be involved. He's their main talisman and by far their best player. Now Bamford, I think he has a dead leg, but he did say he's probably going to be back. Everton, I just don't trust their defense right now. And Leeds so attacking, I think Bamford should probably be back. He did go on that little spell of not scoring, but you know, he's a 6 million forward, so what can you do? And I think you just have to own him. He's 47% owned, huge ownership. If he scores, again, your rank's going to go down. Now, last player, Antonio. Antonio's playing really good. He got very unlucky not to score against Liverpool. He plays Aston Villa and then plays Fulham and Sheffield and even Tottenham, to be honest, at this point. So I think that Antonio, if he does get a little bit more luck, he could definitely score. So yeah, these are the players I would definitely recommend to bring in. Some of them are a little bit more punty, and if you want to play this safe, probably avoid some of these players. But players like Diaz, Salah, Hudson-Odoi playing really well, Barnes, Bamford. These are all players I definitely recommend to bring into your team. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below any questions you guys have. I know the deadline is fastly approaching. I'm going to try to put out a team selection video maybe towards the end of the day, because I know the deadline's on Tuesday, and yeah, everything's coming really quick. These next couple game weeks are just going to be like every 2 or 3 days. I think it's like a Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. Be prepared for that. Make sure you make good, sensible transfers, and yeah, hopefully you can have a lucky game week and get a lot of points. See you guys in the next video.